Technology trivia. Technology trivia question number 1. Who invented the first computer mouse and what was it made of? Douglas Engelbart invented the first computer mouse in 1963, which was made of wood. Technology trivia question number 2. Who made the first mobile phone call and in what year was it made? Martin Cooper, a Motorola researcher, made the first mobile phone call in 1973.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 3. Why was the first webcam created and where was it developed? The first webcam was created in 1991 at the University of Cambridge to monitor a coffee pot in a different room.
Yes!
Technology trivia question number 4. What was the name of the first computer virus and when was it created? The first computer virus was called the Elk Cloner and was created in 1983.
Hooray!
Technology trivia question number 5. What was the first ever registered domain name and on what date was it registered? The first domain name ever registered was symbolics.com, registered on March 15, 1985.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 6. Who sent the first text message and when was it sent? Neil Popworth, a British engineer, sent the first text message on December 3, 1992.
Yes!
Technology trivia question number 7. What was the name of the first successful commercial video game and when was it released? The first successful commercial video game was Pong, released by Atari in 1972.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 8. Who released the first 1 GB hard disk drive and in what year was it released? IBM released the first 1 GB hard disk drive in 1980, which weighed over 500 pounds.
Yes!
Technology trivia question number 9. What was the first website ever created and when was it launched? The first website ever created was info.cern.ch, which was launched on August 6, 1991.
Hooray!
Technology trivia question number 10. What was the name of the first portable MP3 player and when was it released? The first portable MP3 player was called the MP-Man F10, released in 1998 with a storage capacity of only 32 megabytes.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 11. What was the first search engine called and when was it launched? The first search engine was called Archie and was launched in 1990.
Hooray!
Technology trivia question number 12. Who invented the World Wide Web, and in what year was it invented? The World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 13. What was the first commercial personal computer called, and when was it released? The first commercial personal computer was called the Altair 8800 and was released in 1975.
Yes!
Technology trivia question number 14. Who invented the first electric computer and in what year was it invented? John Atanasoff and Clifford Berry invented the first electric computer in 1937.
Hooray!
Technology trivia question number 15. What was the first computer programming language and when was it developed? The first computer programming language was Fortran, developed in 1957.
Oh yeah!
Technology trivia question number 16. Who developed the first graphical user interface, GUI, and in what year was it introduced? The first graphical user interface was developed by Xerox PARC, Palo Alto Research Center in the 1970s. It was introduced to the public with the Apple Lisa computer in 1983. Technology trivia question number 17. What was the first successful personal digital assistant, PDA, and when was it released? The first successful personal digital assistant was the Apple Newton, released in 1993. Technology trivia question number 18. Who founded Apple Incorporated and when was the company founded? Apple Incorporated was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne on April 1, 1976. Technology trivia question number 19. What was the first mass-produced computer and when was it released? The first mass-produced computer was the IBM 1401, released in 1959. Technology trivia question number 20. What was the first smartphone and when was it released? The IBM Simon was the first smartphone, released in 1993. Technology trivia question number 21. What was the first computer ever built and who built it? The first computer ever built was the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC, built by J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly in 1945. Technology trivia question number 22. What was the first computer game ever created and when was it released? The first computer game ever created was called Space War and was released in 1962. Technology trivia question number 23. Who founded Microsoft and in what year was it founded? Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen on April 4, 1975. Technology trivia question number 24. What was the first digital camera called, and when was it invented? The first digital camera was called the DSX, also known as the electronic still camera, and was invented by Steve Sasson at Eastman Kodak in 1975. Technology trivia question number 25. What was the first web browser and who created it? The first web browser was called World Wide Web and was created by Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. Technology trivia question number 26. Who created the first computer mouse and in what year was it invented? The first computer mouse was created by Douglas Engelbart in 1964. Technology trivia question number 27. What was the first video game console and when was it released? The first video game console was the Magnavox Odyssey, released in 1972. Technology trivia question number 28. What was the first website ever created and when was it launched? The first website ever created was info.cern.ch, launched by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. Technology trivia question number 29. What was the first emoticon ever used and when was it used? The first emoticon ever used was the smiley face, created by Scott Fahlman in 1982. Technology trivia question number 30. Who invented the first mobile phone and in what year was it invented? The first mobile phone was invented by Martin Cooper of Motorola in 1973.